Hello, I'm Aerin Johnson, and welcome to TMN Television on Thursday, November 29th. Tonight we look at the most recent update on the Truman Symposium, and later we have the Truman Sports update. These stories and more tonight on TMN Television. You don't want to miss this. The Undergraduate Council announced during the fall 2019 semester, Truman State University will hold the Truman Symposium on Monday from 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. Vice President for Student Affairs, Janet Gooch, chose the time slot in which no other new student courses could be offered. UGC Chair Justin Jarvis says the original goal was to create a time slot where the symposium could be held multiple times a week. During this time, no classes would be offered except the symposium. He says that it was nearly impossible to do so. The council then wanted to create a spot where no freshman single-section classes could be offered, but this was also too difficult to coordinate. Gooch says she made the decision based off what other classes would be offered at the time and what events would be going on in Baldwin Hall. She also considered athletics and clubs. Truman State University's Department of Public Safety has implemented some new safety measures across campus to help students and faculty be prepared in case of an emergency. Black room numbers have been posted inside classrooms on campus as well as in offices. Director of Public Safety Sarah Holzmeyer says the numbers have been placed there to help identify where people are in case of an emergency. She says people tend not to think rationally in a crisis, so if someone needs to call for help, they can see what classroom they're in. There have also been new chemical warnings placed outside of the research and teaching labs in Magruder Hall. These warnings inform people of the specific types of chemicals that are in the room, so if emergency services are needed to respond, they know who runs the lab as well as what is present inside and who to call if there is an issue. After the Board of Governors passed a resolution at its October meeting to allow architecture and engineering assessment for the Student Recreation Center fire alarm system and the Greenwood School, the university has decided to replace the alarm system and the building's windows. Along with this, Truman also plans on renovating the university fountain and plaza outside of the Student Union building. Vice President for Administration, Finance, and Planning, Dave Rector, says he expects to have a construction bid ready for the board's approval at its February meeting. If it follows the normal university timeline, construction can begin over the summer of 2019. Campus Recreation Director Susan Limestall says the alarm system replacement will cost $33,000 and will come out of the rec center funds for repairs and construction. After the break, stay tuned for the Truman Sports update, but before all that, let's take a look at this week's forecast.
It's fine that other people like you. It's more important that you like yourself. And I'm comfortable with every part of me. Meals on Wheels coming to my door as someone who's housebound assures me that I'm not forgotten. They care that I'm okay. My name is Asha Ida Bell. America, let's do lunch.
Drop off a hot meal and say hello. Volunteer by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
The Truman men's basketball team had a great third week, winning both of their away games. The team won against Northern State University with a 2-point lead and defeated Sioux Falls University by 3 points. The team was led by redshirt sophomore Turner Scott. Scott averaged 16 points per game and scored the game-winning shots in both games. The Bulldogs return home tonight to play against Rockhurst at 7:30 in Pershing Arena and William Jewell this Saturday at 3. The Truman women's basketball team will open up their GLVC conference play with 2 home games. Pershing Arena will host Rockhurst University tonight and William Jewell on Saturday. The team is currently 6-1, recovering from a 94-83 loss against Lindenwood University on Saturday night. This will be the 3rd time in 6 GLVC seasons the Bulldogs are opening up the season with the Hawks and the Cardinals. The team split the Who teams in 2015, beating William Jewell, but losing to Rockhurst and lost to both teams in the 2016-2017 conference season. Following the two conference games, the Bulldogs will play in an exhibition against Columbia College on Wednesday at 5:30. The Bulldog men's and women's swimming teams had 3 out of 3 successful days at the Northwestern Tier Invitational last week. The men's team totaled 367 points, while the women gained 247. The men were led by senior Sam Heverow, who won both the 100 free and 100 IM. Freshman John Breen also turned in the best time of 2 minutes and 6 seconds in the 200 breaststroke, placing 9th and 4th in the 400 free relay. On the women's team, freshman Emma Babham swam in the A final of the 100 IM and placed 7th with a time of 1 minute. In their final meet of 2018, the Bulldogs will host Division I Western Illinois on Saturday beginning at 1 p.m. This has been your Truman Sports Update. Be sure to stay tuned after the break.
Patriotism. It inspires passionate debate. It's worn like a badge of honor with good reason, because it means love and devotion for one's country. But what really makes up this country of ours? It's the people. To love America is to love all Americans. This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Love beyond age, sexuality, disability, race, religion, and other labels. Because love has no labels.
Thank you for tuning in with us tonight. For complete news coverage, be sure to stay tuned to KTRN, pick up a copy of the Index, and look at Detours Magazine's latest adventure online. Don't forget to also check out our news content on tmn.truman.edu. You can also follow TMN on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for breaking news updates. And if you missed part of our broadcast tonight, check out TMN TV on YouTube. If you've ever thought about being on TV, be sure to head on over to tmn.truman.edu/apply to fill out an application today. From all of us here at TMN, thank you for tuning in and have a great rest of the week.